Steve Zucker, welcome back to Pokeshoot Channel and the Guitar Ladder System. Hey, for those of you who've recently jumped into the Guitar Ladder System, you kind of need to just keep this in mind that the Guitar Ladder System is pretty self-supporting, but I don't mind questions at all. And if you're working cycle 1 and 2, oftentimes I start people off on 1 and 2, sometimes I include 8 because 2 is just a variation of 1. You're just going to absorb, the knowledge just by playing through the study. But cycle 2 is pretty similar to 1, right? Except for you add the shading. And what I want to say here is take that shading and experiment with it in different places. So like if you notice in cycle 1, you're going like this, and then you add, okay? So it's that minor to major 13 flat 5. So when you find something that works, do it all over the neck, as many places as you can. Example, like see what I'm doing? Don't worry about what you're going to create with this. You're just getting these sounds in your head. And think of it real simple, like minor 7 connects major 13 flat 5, okay? See that? Just simple, and actually the less that you think the better. I'm serious. I think that's what throws people on the Guitar Ladder System sometimes, is that you don't need to overanalyze the studies and whatnot. Again, I don't mind questions, it's not a problem. So once you start getting cycle 1 going, and I just notice the smooth voice leading, how everything's nice and together, and how the bass goes up and whatnot. Anyway, then go back through and do that minor to major 13 flat 5, okay? See, I'm kind of coming down. It's almost like I'm going like, right? Okay. Doesn't matter if you do it fast or slow. I'd rather you do it slow, right? Another thing you can do is minor 9 to major 13 flat 5. That's got a nice sound, right? Minor 9 to major 13 flat 5. Again, don't bite off too much more than you can chew for right now. So those two, right? Minor 7 to major 13 flat 5. Then maybe go minor 9, major 13 flat 5, right? Mix it up, okay? So the idea behind this then is that cycle 2 is just a slight variation on study on cycle 1, where you learn a little bit of shading. It begins to introduce that concept, okay? And the major 13 flat 5 chord can really add some nice color, but again, you're just adding a little bit of shading, because as you get more into the Guitar Ladder program, you want to start taking the cycles and seeing how you can change them. Now, you might not, a lot of sirens out on this big main street. Don't worry about being earth-shattering. It's just small changes, and it might take a while before you get to that, so don't stress on that either. But again, cycle 1, the thing on cycle 1 is you want to practice being able to go from chord to chord, not super fast, but and again, this takes time, but you might be doing it pretty slow. Try to get it kind of a snap, get a little bit of speed, but again, I don't care if it takes you 6 months, and it doesn't matter to me if you do it. It's not about speed, but it's about kind of teaching your fingers, and that's why the Guitar Ladder System is so good for your left hand as well. But once you get cycle 1 going, I have another video. I think I put it on YouTube too, and you can watch that. I can send you the link. Is getting the bass going. I have a video about that. But again, experiment with the minor 7 to the major 13 flat 5. Okay. And don't worry about where you're going to use it. Just get these kind of chord connections rolling around your subconscious mind, and then do the same thing with a minor 9. Okay. Maybe once in a while go to a 13. Okay. Notice the difference. See, minor 9, major 13 flat 5, minor 9, 13. Hear that? That's nice, isn't it?